So today was a pretty normal day. I didn't have anything special happening, so I thought I would just knock off a few errands that I've been meaning to do. The first thing I wanted to do was to have an eye test. I've been in Finland now for almost 3 years, and I think the last eye test I had was about a year before I moved. I used to walk by an optometrist's office when I was going to school, and so at that time I always thought one of these days I'll stop in there and get an eye exam. It's been about 3 years that I've been in Finland almost, and my last eye exam was about a year before I moved here, so obviously I'm well overdue. So with no plans for today, I thought, okay, let me finally check this off my list. I walked there and it wasn't very busy. Whenever I walk by, it always seems quite quiet. So I always figured, I could just, maybe I'd have a chance of just being able to be seen right away. But I was wrong. The next appointment they have was almost a month away. And actually, in about 4.5 weeks, I'm actually going to be going away. And so I was trying to see if I could get something sooner, but they didn't have anything available. So that's me procrastinating, and now probably I won't get my glasses before I go, but they'll be waiting for me when I get back, hopefully. After my trip to the optometrist, I then headed to the chemist because I needed to pick up something, and that was pretty simple. When I got there, I got what I needed, and then when I went to the cashier, she was speaking to me in Finnish. And many times I don't speak Finnish if I initiate a conversation, but if other people initiate, they will normally speak in Finnish. So whenever somebody speaks to me in Finnish, I find it quite embarrassing to actually reply in English. So usually if the conversation starts in Finnish, I try and complete it in Finnish. This time, the transaction was fine, but at the very end, she asked me something and I didn't understand what she said. I asked her to repeat it, and she did, and I'm like, okay, I have no clue what she's saying, but I'm always too embarrassed to say I don't understand, so instead, I could tell it was a yes or no answer, so I just answered no because there wasn't anything else I was expecting, I didn't need anything, so I just said no. Maybe going forward, I will try and educate myself and just ask them a bit more slowly, or find out exactly what they're saying to me. But anyway, got that taken care of. And then the next thing was to go to the library. I had some books to return, and I also decided I was going to stay there and do a bit of studying. I have finished classes on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I try to study 2 other days of the week, kind of revise what we covered in the last class. I actually haven't been very good at keeping that up. One of the reasons for that is when I try to study at home, I don't know, but I just can't get motivated to do it. Now, here in Salo, the library is actually pretty nice for such a small city, and I don't mind going, I'm just too lazy to go. And when I go, I actually can sit and focus and study for an hour and, get that out of the way and just kind of help reinforce what I'm learning. So I'm hoping to try and just kind of keep that going. Unfortunately, today I got there and when I walked into the library, it was dark. The staff were dressed in costume. Today is the 12th of October. And they had jack-o'-lanterns, and then I noticed that there are kids running around. There was some kind of not an Easter egg hunt, but some kind of treasure map, some activity planned for the kids. Obviously, I could use the library, but, again, they were obviously doing something special for the kids, and even though it's a library, there were probably 50 kids there running around, and so it wasn't very peaceful. So I didn't think I was going to get much studying done. So I had to retreat, and then I came home. So my thinking was, okay, I'll just film this video now, and then maybe try and just get it uploaded either later today or tomorrow. So that was my day. I got my errand done at the pharmacy, but no luck with studying at the library or booking an eye test promptly. One of the things I try and do is go out and get a little bit of exercise. Normally that takes the form of bike riding, but now that it's getting a little bit colder, there'll be less of that. So let's say, for example, not necessarily the library because it's so close, but maybe for going to see the optometrist or even going to the pharmacy, I would be tempted to normally just drive. Having said that, I mean, literally to the pharmacy, it's probably maybe a 10-minute walk, and the optometrist is about the same. So that is pretty lazy, but you know, if I didn't kind of try and force myself to get in a little bit of movement a few times a week, I definitely would drive. So even though I didn't get everything done, at least I felt like I got out, did a little bit of movement, and you know, it's better than nothing. Thanks for coming along today as I go through some of my daily errands. Nothing particularly exciting, but anyway, at least you get to see a little bit of what the city looks like and some daily activities here in Finland. Bye.